7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. American Taylor Fritz upset an ailing Rafael Nadal 6-3, 7-6 to win the BNP Paribas Open and snap the 21-time major champion's 20-match winning streak this year. "It's an honor to even be on the same court as this guy," Fritz told the crowd. "I grew up watching this guy win everything." Frightening revelation after horror Tiger's loss. Nightmare strikes Verstappen's F1 title defense. Final lap heartbreak for gutted McLaughlin. Nadal's usual fighting spirit was on full display, but he came into the match bothered by painful breathing that he first experienced in a 3-set semifinal win. He took 2 medical timeouts during the final. The first one came after he lost the first set. Nadal went inside with a trainer after tapping his upper left chest. Taylor Fritz of the United States holds his trophy after his straight sets victory against Rafael Nadal of Spain in the men's final of the BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells. He got treatment on court after falling behind 5-4 in the second set. "When I try to breathe, it's painful and it's very uncomfortable. It's like a needle all the time inside. I get dizzy a little bit because it's painful. It's a kind of pain that limits me a lot," said Nadal, who turns 36 in June. "The thing that worries me now, it's about what's going on there, what I have to do now to recover, and how long going to take." Fritz was dealing with his own health issue. He tweaked his ankle late in his semifinal win over number 7 seed Andrei Rublev, then re-aggravated it during his warm-up against Nadal. Blue medical tape could be seen above his high sock. Fritz raced to a 5-1 lead in the first set, breaking Nadal twice. Nadal got a break back in closing to 5-3, but his backhand error gave Fritz another break and the set. Nadal fought off a match point on his serve with a forehand winner to tie the second set 5-all. He had 2 break points on Fritz's serve in the next game, but the American held for a 6-5 lead. Nadal held to force the tiebreaker. Kyrgios almost takes out ball kid with racket. Nadal sent 2 straight forehands well wide to set up Fritz's second match point. Another Nadal error sent the 24-year-old American to the biggest victory of his career not far from where he grew up near San Diego. Fritz's parents, Guy Fritz and Kathy May, are former tour players. "Winning this tournament is just one of those crazy childhood dreams that you don't think is ever going to happen," he said on court. Fritz dropped his racket and collapsed on his back. He got up smiling with a look of disbelief on his face. He became the first American man to win Indian Wells since Andre Agassi in 2001. Fritz is projected to rise from number 20 to a career-high 13th in Tuesday's ATP Tour rankings, and will become the top-ranked American player. Nadal moves up to number 3. Woodbridge reveals big concern in Medvedev's story. In an error-filled women's final, Iga Swiatek defeated Maria Sakkari 6-4, 6-1. The 20-year-old Polish player and Fritz earned $1.2 million each for their victories. Nadal's 20-0 start to the year included the Australian Open, his 21st major championship that broke a tie with Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer. He also won titles in Melbourne and Acapulco. "Of course, the last 2 months have been amazing, unforgettable, very emotional," Nadal said. "I enjoy things that I never thought I could live again a few months ago." Nadal had already decided to skip next week's tournament in Miami and head home to Spain to prepare for the French Open that begins May 22nd. Swiatek will rise from 4th to a career-best number 2 in the world in Monday's WTA Tour rankings, trailing top-ranked Ash Barty, who skipped Indian Wells. "Right now, it's too surreal to describe it, honestly," Swiatek said. "But for sure I want to go higher, because I feel like getting the number 1 is closer and closer." Champion Iga Swiatek of Poland and Maria Sakkari of Greece pose with their trophies of the 2022 BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells. Sakkari will move from 6th to number 3, the rising Greek star's highest ranking yet. She equals countryman Stefanos Tsitsipas, who reached number 3 in the ATP Tour rankings. Swiatek lost each of the first 3 times she played Sakari, all last year. Last month, the 20-year-old Polish player beat Sakari in the semifinals at Doha and went on to win the title. Swiatek has 5 career titles, including the 2020 French Open. She's 5-0 in her last 5 finals, losing only a combined 16 games. Her new ranking equals the highest ever by a Polish player, matching Agnieszka Radwanska. Gusty wins affected serves and shots by both players, who had 7 double faults each. There were 7 service breaks in the first set alone, with Swiatek holding twice. Sakari held once to tie the set, 4-all. Swiatek improved her record to a WTA Tour leading 20-3 this year, including 11 matches in a row. Dose of the best of the breaking news and exclusive content from Wide World of Sports. Subscribe to Letter by clicking here.